So much better with the separation anxiety, leaving the other animals alone. Like not other dogs, just like birds, cat, cats. Um, it's been a process of a few days to really, well, actually since he got here, but like since I moved the boy into a room with cats and birds, it's been a slow process, and he's really starting to ignore them like it's no big deal. I'm coming down in the morning, he's staying asleep. No more peeing. He was in a wire crate, and he was getting anxiety in the morning before I'd come down. He was peeing outside the crate, at night when I'd have him in the crate. And that's not happening anymore. He's really doing great. He is a very typical bird dog in that, like, he's running around right now just looking for shit, looking for birds. He's much more under control. I have a microeducator on him right now because he's small, but he's going to gain some mass. He's definitely going to bulk up. It's a male dog, and he's very athletic. So the other thing, while I put the mini back on him, is that bird dogs have a tendency to be so fast they could get out of earshot real quick. I'm also going to start using a whistle with him. So if the owner, like, he lets the dog run and the dog's out of earshot, he can call the dog back. I'm doing a lot of stuff that I would do with a normal bird dog. Hey, what's up? Pigeon lady told me make a cat tray for my brother's birthday at I don't know what that is. But I am gonna well, he's gonna do scent work, and I think we're gonna push him into scent work where he sees a bird, he will just go into whoa to alert on it. Oh, kitty litter cake? Naughty. Naughty. That's real naughty. It looks like a litter box. So the one thing that I really want him, there's a bunch of stuff I really want him to like get, which is everything. But I need him to start picking up the retrieving item off the ground, so that when you give a command, like I can't remember when he first got here, I could throw it. Yeah, I think everybody knows you can't feed cats chocolate, okay? It's really strange you would be saying that, kid, but anyway, thanks for the warning to everybody. Don't give your dog or cat chocolate, okay? And they should all be on a raw diet. You shouldn't be giving them pet food, all right? You should say that too, kid. So anyway, the one thing that, like, I might have had like an object and thrown it, and he might have picked it up, but then he wouldn't bring it back and stuff. Like a lot of dogs will, if he throws something there's a lot of energy, they'll put it in their mouth, but they're not gonna like do a proper retrieve. The whole deal with the retrieve is they need to start picking it up off the ground. So that's really a sticking point for them. You teach them hold, right? And they're going for it, and they go for it all over, and then you start bringing it closer and closer to the ground with it in your hand. And then once you let go on the ground, they stop picking it up. So the dog really needs to be able to go get the object and spin it into heel. And a lot of times when they're moving, they have a tendency to drop it. So a lot of times I'm working the boy at heel. Where'd he go? Hey, let's see, here. I'm working the boy at heel, or here. Here's a general term to come towards me. It's not heel. If I would have said heel, he has to come right to heel. I'll have them do down and sit, down to sit, with it holding it. They have to get used to like movement with it in their mouth. It's like a process to get him to do a proper retrieve. Now he's down here, he's looking at this. This has bird scent on it. Let's see. No. I said no because he's not allowed to take it until I tell him to. But he's into the smell of this because he's a bird dog. He's into birds. Like, he runs around this yard, kind of not paying attention. And so we use this to sort of gain power over him. If you could see him, he's looking right at it, right? So he's going to get that this is a good thing. The other thing about this dumbbell is that I use pine, and I use, one of these. These have a tendency, like the dog at first will want to grab onto it, and that's okay. But it ends up that we don't want the dog to be chomping it. You can see a little tooth mark in there. That's okay at the beginning, but once they start doing that, you do that underneath by saying no. They just are supposed to hold it. So unlike bite work where it's, you know, say you're using a protection dog, that's about biting down hard. Bite work with retrievers and service dogs is about just biting it and stopping. Like you don't want them to bite down hard. It's a different type of bite work. We're manipulating the prey drive. And all dogs, we manipulate the prey drive. That's how they're trained. So with the bird dog, if you're hunting with it, it stops at the chase. With the retriever, it stops at the bite. Does that make sense? So I always think of like the prey drive as more like play drive, because that's what I want to teach the dogs to do, is to play. And to play, you have to play by my rules. So right now, we're still doing this, see this tire here? We still have the dumbbell a little bit elevated because everything is muscle memory. So it's easier for the dog to get it a few inches off the ground, right? And then I'll try while it's on the tire, lifting my hand away, and then we'll go back down we'll go to the ground. Same thing, I'll have my hand on it, and then I'll start moving my hand away. Once you start moving the hand away, you have problems. That's why when you're teaching hold, now a lot of dog trainers use an ear pinch. I just use ear pressure, meaning I just hold the ear and just kind of squeeze it, not hard, no squeal, no nothing. It's that on and off pressure. It creates an annoyance, and the dog starts picking up with that physicality that, do it right, and then I'll stop being annoying, But I don't like to be pinched, And a lot of dog trainers, they just want to get through teaching hold real fast as they can. So they use the ear pinch, and what they're doing is they're making the dog say ow pretty much. And when the dog's saying ow, they throw it in its mouth. It's muscle memory. I don't find that that's necessary as long as you do take enough time and the dog is sort of opening its mouth, and then you start putting it in. You can also use a e-collar. If it's a good e-collar, like e-collar technologies, on like 1. You put it on like 1, which is lower than an infant human could feel it, but the dog can sense it. You go tap, tap, tap. As soon as it gets in the dog's mouth, stop tapping. So I've done a little bit with that with him. So I've also used the ear pressure. I'm on both with this dog. I really want, the owner specifically has said, like, I really want this dog to do advanced retrieving. So we got to go over all the basics with this dog, like we do with any dog. But he's extremely fast. He's stylish. It's a stylish dog, and he's responsive. Like if I call him right now, I could probably send him to the kennel, which is really far away. He's really picking up on this shit. Hey, here. Let's see if we'll do it here. Well, no. Sit. Kennel. No. Come here, heel. Go a little closer. Here. Go, here. Kennel. No. Get over here. Let's go. Kennel. Good boy, here. No, don't worry about the rain, brother. Let's go. Here. No, here. Here. Kennel. Good. So it's starting to rain. It distracted him a little bit here. Come on, buddy. Here. Start distracting him a little bit. So I'm going to try and get a couple of these done before we have to go in because it looks like it's going to pour. Let's see. Here, quick. Here. No, here. Come here. Come over here. No. Let's see. Hold. Good. Drop. Let's see. Hold. Good. Drop. Let's see. Hold. Good. Drop. Let's see. Hold. No, hold. See how I'm moving my hand away now? Let's see. Let's see. Hold. Good boy. Come on, back up, dude. Let's see. Hold. Good. Drop. Hey, back up. Back up. Let's see. Hold. Heel. Hold. Drop. That's good. Let's try it on the ground real quick. See here. Let's see. Hold. Yeah, there you go, dude. Here, back up, heel. No! Let's see, hold. You're all right, dude. Nice job, brother. Okay, go on, hurry. So that was a good quick session because it's raining. We are gonna go on. Usually I'd stay out. I'm not dressed for this. It's supposed to rain hard for the next, I don't know, a few hours. And so I'll do work inside with him. I'll take this. We'll do some more inside. I'll put him up for a little bit, of course, and let him decompress, even though there was a, hey, here. Loves those birds. He's a real birdie. And then we're going to a waterfall with Gus. Destiny wants to, gonna take some pictures of Destiny. Here, a little photo shoot. Maybe put Gus in a few. Here, heel. Is this water, dude? No. Hang on, dickweed. I gotta replace this door. This door's really fucked up. Heel. So we'll do kennel from about 30 feet away. Kennel? This is around the cats, too. There you go. No! It's very responsive. It's a real nice dog. Just leaving my cat alone, which is great. Just leaving my dog, cats, and my dog alone. Here, move for a minute. Bucky. Here, get off, dude. Get up, Tingus. So that was a good session. Now I want to talk about don't let problems start. That was a good session, even though that, like, when I was trying to get him to go in the kennel, that he gave me a refusal because you can't, the dog has to make a mistake to really learn. So it was really no big deal. So the more mistakes they make, the more times you correct them and get them being, compliant, the more your dog becomes compliant. So it's without those mistakes, he's not going to progress. So it's really no big deal. It was a matter of it raining, just sort of like, cause a little excitement. That was about it, Peter. What? Hi, Peter. What's the... I don't know what you're saying. What's the type of platform? Oh, Lutzy said, oh, it's just a tire, right? And then you take the tire, knock it off, take the tire, and then I have probably a garbage can lid, one of the plastic garbage can lids for like the 55-gallon ones. And then what I do is there's the tire, and then I'll take the garbage can lid, and then I'll screw that on with some wood screws and some carpet over the top or whatever, rubber. Now you could do it two ways. You could do it with the rim, which makes it real stable. And when I do that, a lot of times, like, I'll take spray foam, put the lid down, then I'll screw it so that there's not, it's real stable. You could cut out a piece of plywood that was circular, put it on top of the tire. I do it a bunch of different ways. I think I just had like garbage can lid around, a couple of them. I was making art with them, and then I was just like, yeah, use it for this. Plywood works too, but you use an old tire. Just put some drywall screws into it, and that'll do it. But those are very helpful. You could have a few tires like I have, and then like you can cast the dog once they start going up on the tire. You can tell them which tire to go to, and that's very beneficial because you're giving the dog direction. If you teach the dog casting, you're controlling the dog, and anytime you're controlling the dog, it makes the dog so much more less apt to get thrown into a shelter, or, you know, it's just like, come on. If they live around humans, they need to follow direction. So if they're not, if they're left to functioning instinctually, you got a mess on your hands. By the way, this is what I use to make weave pulls. I take a, here, I'll show you, hang on. I make these like variations of this to make the weave pole. This is just a piece of PVC, right? And this is a 3/4 inch PVC. And then I take this is a 22 penny nail. Now you can also use, which is even cheaper, I think, or it's about the same price probably, is a piece of rebar, and they have it about this length, maybe a little bit longer, at Home Depot or Lowe's, wherever. Home Depot has them. And then you put it in here on this end, right? Now here's the trick. Here's the trick. You wanna stabilize it with something so it doesn't move up and down, right? Now I've done this several ways. I've used like epoxy putty, and then I put it, you know, like right here. I jam it in a little bit with the head, right? And then I build it up around here, right? Now in a pinch, I just did this recently and it held, which was, you know, Gorilla Glue? That's polyurethane glue. And so what I did was I took these, I put it on the end of this, and I just tacked them sort of in place, right? Now polyurethane glue, it sets by humidity. So if you spray a little water in here, it's going to make it set up quicker, right? So you could even tape it into position while it's setting up, all right? So say it's glued in here with the polyurethane glue. After it's glued in position, you're going to throw more on top. But here's the trick. So if you're going into frozen ground, right, you want to drip some polyurethane glue down on this end. It'll drip all the way down, and it'll lock it in place. Because when you're going into frozen ground, you know, it's real frozen. It starts, you know, you're hitting this, and it's making this go up. So you really want to glue it in tight. So either way works. I've used a combination of epoxy and polyurethane glue. I don't really care what they look like. I just want, no, you can't use expandable foam. That'll just, no, that really won't work. But polyurethane glue is very similar to expandable foam. It's the same product, it's just at a different density. So if you put spray foam in here and you start tapping it, it's just going to pop out. So your that's polyurethane foam is expandable foam. It's the same product pretty much, but it sets up different. It's similar. It's very similar. But your Gorilla Glue is a much harder thing. It's for like gluing wood together. Where polyurethane glue, you can use it for construction, but you can always break it apart. You know, it's not that dense. In a pinch, if you had enough of it, you could glue it into position using, like you could, if you had the real thick crazy glue, you could glue it into position, right, by putting real thick crazy glue in there and then sprinkling in baking soda. Baking soda makes crazy glue set up quicker. And what is this guy's problem? Do I have schizophrenia? Let this guy stay. Hang on. Let this guy stay. If I did, why would you be asking him? What makes you think I have schizophrenia? No, let him stay. No, let him stay. Let him stay. Let him stay. Why do you think I have schizophrenia, Tool? Why do you think that? And if I did, why would you be giving somebody shit? Yeah, see, people have mental illness and you're fucking giving somebody shit. Oh, my friend showed me a video and said you did. Oh, that makes so much sense. And if I really did, why would you be bringing it up? And what business is it of yours? What are you in 8th grade? I mean, seriously, are you in 8th grade? You don't know anybody that has any type of mental illness? Oh, I bet you're just so spot on. You're just like so healthy, aren't you? What would it matter? Am I saying anything that's so crazy? I'm talking about dogs, man. I'm talking about dog training, and you're bringing up, like, do I have schizophrenia? How do I have schizophrenia? What are you, 3? You act like you're about 7th or 8th grade. Seriously. What if I did? What if I did? Somebody just said that they did. It's not uncommon. Lots of people have mental illness, Dick. Fortunately, I don't. I have depression and anxiety. I've had that before, but it's treated and I don't have it. And I urge anybody that's having issues, call your doctor. Call your doctor and listen to your doctor. But why would you be asking somebody like that? Does that make you feel big or something? Are you a tough guy now? I don't have schizophrenia. What have I said here in this conversation talking about dogs or me outside? You think I could train a dog like that if I had schizophrenia tool? You like going around saying stuff about people, don't you? You do that all the time, don't you? You just throw it out there in the wind. You don't care, do you? What if I did? What if I did? You don't care the consequences, do you? I mean, seriously, you don't care about the consequences of saying stuff like that. No, this isn't even a hater. This is an idiot. No. Hey, listen. Don't tell me what is a waste of time and energy. You're gone, okay? This is important. Okay, this is important, and you're telling me what's important? You don't go around on the internet, supposing somebody even bringing it up. Oh, my friend told me that you did. You don't think that I seem lucid? You don't care, do you? You don't care. You don't care about anything except your own little jolly. So you type that and you're thinking, oh, aren't funny. You look like an idiot to normal people. The only other person that would think that that's funny or witty is another idiot troll like you. You don't care about people. That's the problem. That is the problem, is that you just don't care about people. Yeah, exactly what I said. Yeah, okay. It's exactly what you said. Right. Okay. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't say a thing. Because that would be an indication that you had some common sense about you, right? Okay? And you came to my channel and asked me that. So you don't have any common sense. You're too driven by your childish emotions. Well, listen, anytime kids make their appearance, we get rid of them. We get rid of them. If anybody says that they're under 18, they're instantly banned. We don't do it. If they appear that they're under 18, they're banned. If they're an adult with a childlike mind, they're banned. I'm sitting here talking about dog training, and some kids asking me if I have schizophrenia. I'll tell you what, if I did, I'd probably own up to it. I'd say, yeah, I do. I'm under the care of a doctor. Because you know why? Because it might help someone that does have a dick. Jesus Christ. Back to this. So you could use this or the rebar. Now the rebar does fit a little bit tighter in here, and I've started using the rebar recently. And the rebar was relatively cheap. It was like $1 for, I don't know, it's maybe a little bit longer than this, and it fits tight. So even if, this is something that I don't do, but I might do in the future, and that's just take the polyurethane glue, put it on the rebar, lay it down on the ground like this, let it set up. It'll sort of only be on one side or something, but then you could even like roll it over. It doesn't matter if the point is like this. Do you understand what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be in the middle. It doesn't. It could be like this, and then you could roll it over and fill it in the rest of the way by pouring more polyurethane glue in. But I mean, if you're going into frozen ground, see, I was trying to make these while Merlin was here, and because there was a point where we weren't doing this with Merlin because he was sort of doing it, and I was just like, man, we have bigger fish to fry with that dog. So we stopped doing it, and then I had to make some, and I was trying to go into the ground, and they were just screwing up. And who was it? Baby was here. It had made some real quick, and those weren't working out too good because I didn't pour polyurethane glue in the top. So, but these are very easy to make. They're very cheap. If you want a set of weed poles that's real cheap, this is your best bet. Now with the rebar, you don't have to have a point on it. You can pretty much just jam it into the ground. But this is something that you train your dog to do, and once again, you're giving them direction. So how you teach them is you just kind of thread them through the weed poles for a certain amount of time, and they start picking up on it. You have a leash on them, and you're just kind of like weave here, weave here, weave here. So it's weave when they're going away and here when they're coming towards you. There's a cadence. And they start picking up on it. And when they're coming towards you, when you're saying here, you sort of block them with your leg and force them back into the other side. So pick up on it quicker. Don't do it the food trainer's way. It's moronic. It is. It never made sense to me. You put the poles like this, and then they want you to start moving them in like this. What? When you can teach any dog to do it my way in a very short period of time, you want to do it this way? What are you talking about, food trainers? You don't have to train your dog to do anything with food. Like nothing. Like nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, I'm thinking you could try 1 inch too, but I can't remember what I used on the last one. You might try 1 inch and see if the rebar fits right in there real tight. It might. It might. You could also, if you had a grinder, you could take this head down if you were going to use 1 inch. And just make it real tight and then put the glue in. There's a bunch of different ways to do it, but that's generally what I'm using is PVC, and I just glue the spike in. Oh, thank you for that that money, whoever did this. I'm sorry, I was too busy giving this guy shit. Jim R.A. J.U.K. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, it's an imaginary friend. It was so fake, right? That's what I told my friend. Oh, sure you did. Sure you did. You were just told how idiotic you sound and how unempathetic you sound to people. So you blamed it on your imaginary friend. Didn't you? Why don't you go outside and play? Or go ask your mommy what's for lunch. Okay? Why don't you do that? Go make yourself a kitty litter cake. Go do that. All right? I fixed this guitar. This is a guitar that we bought at a garage sale, and it was like the bridge was coming apart, right? It was coming apart from the back that goes up, and it wasn't pressed down enough. So this area of the strings was real high up, and then this was like real low. Do you know what I'm saying? So I fixed this by clamping it and using crazy glue. I'm real happy about it. It was like $5. Destiny's got a electric bass we bought there that she refinished. It was like this. It was a Chevelle electric hollow. It's a hollow body bass, right? So you don't even need to have a battery in it for it to make sound. You know, you can use it like this, like an acoustic. It's fucking awesome. But if you want to have sound, it also has a battery, and then it, you know, it's got some kind of, I don't know, microphone pickup and, I don't know, speaker in there or something. I don't really know how it works, but it was painted. It was so ugly. Somebody took acrylic paint, painted the damn thing. It was just like, you know, we were like, should we take this? You know? Like, it was that ugly. Destiny was like, yeah, let's take it. And then so she stripped it using, God, what did she use? She used goof off. Hey, Bucket, get out of there. She used goof off and just took her time. It took her a couple days. Got all the acrylic off. It looks pretty good. There's a few things on it. There is one little crack that could be filled real easy, and then but you'd have to like paint. But they make that red guitar paint that I think matches, so you could, you know, step back. She could finish it out all the way, I think, real easy, and then put a lacquer over it. But this one works now, so I'm real happy about it. That's my thing. I'm talking about right now is my guitar. Schizophrenia, Jesus Christ. That's on the same level as somebody saying, do you have cancer? It is. It's like, well, if I did, like, why would you be asking that? You know? I've heard it all having a channel. It just had to be like, what's the matter with you? You seem broken. You know? They do. They seem broken. Anybody saying something like that? You know? Asking you if you have some kind of illness, like, you know? I think children have a tendency to have a cruelty, like, you know, like ripping the legs off of spiders and stuff like that. I think that hey, knock it off, Lutzy. Lutzy is doing better, but sometimes the duck, my duck khaki gets Lutzy a little excited. But it's just like, how broken are you? Like, I don't get it. People are broken. There's a lot of broken people. What else? I don't know. I'm looking forward to going to the waterfall and taking pictures with Destiny, and we're taking the big dummy. By the big dummy, I mean Gus. Because there's already a crate in the car that Gus will fit. I was using this one that Lutzy was using. You know, it's like, it's not the biggest crate, but it works for just about, you know, it works with a big dog in a car for a couple hours, you know. And actually, that crate back there, Lutzy fits in fine. You know, if that was his normal crate, it would be fine, but Lutzy's going to get more space because Lutzy's, you know, pressure's lifted once the dog becomes compliant. And so he's really figuring this out. It's just like having trouble because, you know, if like the body doesn't quit doing the action, it just reinforces it. So in the big crate, like even if you have a puppy and it has too much space, it'll go to the bathroom in the crate. A lot of people make mistakes of putting a wee-wee pad in a crate. No, don't ever do that. You're never going to get your dog to go to the bathroom outside. They're always going to go to the bathroom in the crate. Don't use a wee-wee pad even in your house. The way you get your dog housebroken is just by taking it outside. You know, just do it when they're puppies. It's muscle memory. They start picking up on it. By 13 weeks, your dog should, you know, no problem. So the Vizsla is sort of known as being a real clean dog, too. So to see it, you know, peeing outside the crate, when holds it all the time, but then like at night it doesn't see a human long enough. It was nothing more. It's separation anxiety. So he's less vocal. He's leaving the cats alone. He's less vocal. That had to do with separation anxiety too. We continue working with him on that as well as the other stuff, and it's all like, think of training your dog. It's asymmetrical. You do one thing, it might have to do with another thing that seems totally unrelated. That's why we train the dog to do sit down, whoa, here, heel, and kennel, and to do retrieves, reverse retrieves. We're gonna see if he's interested in a frisbee. You know, oh, what's up? I was getting ready to go to the eye doctor. Man, that's what I need to do. My eyes are like, sometimes I probably got dry eye or something. Last couple of years I've noticed it, but you know when I really notice it is when I'm watching TV or looking at this. So I wonder if it's related to that. Like maybe I need a pair of the specs that are for like my glasses broke and the prescription expired. Oh really? There's new. I didn't know that about glasses. So I get my glasses at Walmart. They're just reading glasses. I'll tell you what. I wish that I could get those eye drops. If I had the money, I'd get LASIX. But if I had the money, I'd probably get my dental implant first. That seems more important to me. I don't have the money for that crap. It sucks. Why we don't have dental, I don't know. Why we don't have medical, I don't know. It's so stupid. This is helping. Let's see, this, using bird scent with this dog, because these bird dogs are real bird. He's real birdie. He's into it. So I want him to like not be as fixated on the birds in the yard. I want him to know that, follow me, man. I got it. I got the bird right here. This is the bird that you want, not the bird flying around. And they start giving that up too. Like Tonka was like that. Tonka was ridiculous. Tonka was hyperactive still to this day. You know, Lutzy is not a hyperactive bird dog. Tonka wouldn't sit down the whole day. You know, it's just and it wasn't separation anxiety. It was like, let's work. So that's not Lutzy. Lutzy is laying down. That's what you want. You want the dog to be laying down like we just worked him. It was a real short session, but that's what you want. You want to work the dog, bring the dog in, put it in the crate, let it decompress, take the dog out again, bring it back in, let it decompress, and keep doing that back and forth during the day. Start getting progress, which we're getting with Lutzy. I want him, within 7 days, we're going to hit the field. I don't know what day we're going to do it, but as soon as I'm like 100% sure that he can follow direction, I'll probably take him out in the field first with like dragging a long line. But he's not going to run off. I call him in the yard, he comes hauling ass to me. So maybe I won't even do that. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. A lot of times when I'm training a dog, I make this decision, and I wake up, I go, oh, that's what we're doing today, and he's got to do it. So that could be the dummy launcher, that could be picking up the object off the ground, doing a retrieve. He's going to probably do that tomorrow, and what we'll continue doing is, I'm really happy about this $5 guitar. I knew I could fix it. Crazy glue. And what we'll start doing is we'll do walking retrieves with Lutzy where we'll be in the yard probably. I'll throw it, and then we'll walk up to it, and I'll say hold, and he has to pick it up. And then I'll throw it, and we'll just repeat this over and over again. Make it easy for him. Don't make it too hard. Also have him just sit and hold it, and then spin into heel. Sit and hold it, spin into heel. Sit and hold it, spin into heel. Sit and hold it, spin into heel. So he really starts tying it together that, like, maybe I have him 100 feet away, and he's sit, hold it, and then I call him to me, and he comes into heel, right? Which he's doing, he's spinning into heel pretty good. So, really gonna, dog's great. Waiting on a dummy launcher. which I ordered from Gun Dogs Online. I gave mine to um, Merlin's owners because they're in Canada, man. It's difficult to get shit up there. So I said, take this. I'll just get another one. What else? I don't know. Here's pigeon tabs. Sometimes I give these to Remy. It's just a vitamin. Give her another one today. I don't want my Remy having any type of, deficiency. I've been taking vitamins again. I'm giving the dogs vitamins again. Like I go through periods where I slack off and I start giving them. I'll tell you what, every time I give the dogs vitamins, their coat just, like within 1 month, just looks so much better. So I'm back doing that. And I was like, I've taken them before and I'm like, well, if it's so obvious on a dog, it would be obvious on a human. I mean, I might not notice it, but I should probably take it. Vitamin D I was taking last year. My doctor prescribed because she said everybody in this area has a tendency to have a vitamin D deficiency. Because in the winter, everybody's indoors. Now, out in the summer, man, I'm outside all the time. I have a tan and shit, so I'm not going to have a vitamin D deficiency, in the summer, but I'll probably keep taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin D a day. Just stay up on it. Multivitamin, B12. I don't know. That's my story. Anyway. All right, so we'll live stream later. Doing something, I don't know. Maybe tonight I'll work with Lutzy in the barn doing some stuff. I don't know. It's going to rain, I think, and the winds are going to be real high. So it's going to be hard to... I can't believe that I could even get, kind of a lull. It wasn't real windy. When I woke up, it was real windy. It's getting a lot warmer. The rest of the week, it's supposed to be like 50, which is fine. And that's it. Anyway. Puddin saw a lizard and pointed at it yesterday. We have a lot of lizards here. Also has a tornado warning last night, so I ended up staying in a closet for the portion of the night. I also got Pumpkin to do an emergency sit during a cast to a retrieve, then cast her to the retrieve instead. Yeah, I bet. That sounds great, Toxic. How's your, was your closet real nice? I got a real nice closet upstairs. I do. You wouldn't be in an upstairs closet, though, but I really do. It's a big closet, and I like it. There's 2 big closets in the upstairs bedroom. The one, I have, like, art stored in, and clothes. Well, I've been just leaving my clothes in the basement. That's got to stop, so I bagged them all up, and I'm going to start doing things different. I'm turning over a new leaf. I am. No dishes in the sink, stuff like that. We don't have a garbage disposal, so it could cause a problem. So I think what we're going to do is just empty the dishes out in the trash, or we do have a, a composter. We're going to do something different, though, because we are. So we're turning over a new leaf. It's good, but my parents have a second closet that we use for bad weather. I bet, because you're in Tornado Alley, aren't you? I was in Missouri. Missouri was Tornado Alley, too. It was a tornado that went over our house. It didn't do anything. It sounded like a freight train. You got to be careful. We're in the mountains, man. You could get a tornado here. Right? It could sweep down through the valley. But it's not really probable, It's not... Could happen. It could happen, but it's really not likely. My friend who lives in the same neighborhood said she was up all night with it. Really? Did you sleep during it? Were you just like us, just sleep in the closet? Did you bring pudding with you? I bet you did. Is it raining? No, that's Destiny doing her hair with her fancy hair thing. That's what that is. It's like a, I think Dyson makes it. It's some kind of blow dryer by Dyson. I fell asleep for a bit. The dogs were next to me on a blanket. Aw. Aw. Hey, do you say that? Do you say that? You're a chick. Do you say shit like that? Like you see something cute and you go, aw. Do you do that? Destiny does that. Now I do it just as a joke. Was watching sometimes. I was watching what was it? It was a movie. It was like maybe Seth Rogen. I'm not sure, but like they were neighbors to like a fraternity house. It was like Bad Neighbors or something. And then like there were a bunch of sorority girls, and then there was like a baby, and all the sorority girls at once said, "Aww." Then I realized Destiny did it, and then I was like, I gotta keep doing that. That's funny as shit. It is. It's funny shit. Aww. You chicks are funny. You are. PLC's a baby pigeon. You know what she says? Aww. She does. I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna feed you, baby pigeon. Aww. But in her English accent, she says, I'm gonna take you home and feed you, baby pigeon. Aww. Remy was the cutest baby. But you know who was even cuter? Solarton. You know what was even cuter than Solarton? Remy feeding Solarton and then taking her little beak and like massaging his wing. Aww. I think the cutest thing is when Pumpkin barks in her sleep or house, but I stay quiet when it happens. I know somebody that talks in their sleep. It's very interesting. It is. I see dogs doing it. Dogs will be like chasing a rabbit. You know? It's weird, right? I don't see cats doing that, though. Cats don't do it. Alright, I gotta go. I'll see you guys. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Thanks. Thanks, everyone.